Okay, so one thing I thought it would be fun to do is a mainline Pokemon game tier list. And Danny thinks there's going to be a ton of hot takes.
Of course there will be.
There will not be. First up, Gen 1. I'm going to put that at B.
Okay.
Middle of the road. It is iconic, but also has a ton of flaws to it.
Fair.
Yellow. I think I'm gonna put at B tier for now, but before like red and blue. I like this is where following Pokemon got their start. This is where you get all 3 starters, friendship, all that. I like Yellow. It is my favorite version of all the Gen 1 games. Okay, maybe I will have a hot take or two. I'm putting Gold and Silver in C tier. As much as people love Kanto in the Gen 2 games, Gold and Silver feel very unfinished. There are Pokemon with the incorrect designs. There are Pokemon with the incorrect coloring. It just feels like they couldn't get the game out on time and is like a beta version of what they wanted Gen 2 to be.
See, that's how I feel for about Diamond and Pearl.
Really?
Yeah, I just feel like it's like not the definitive Sinnoh experience. Like I feel like Platinum added so much. But anyway, Gen 2, I don't know.
Crystal, I'm putting in A tier.
Yeah.
The first time we have animated Pokemon in the battles. First time we have a choice of male and female characters. And just the improvements on the designs of Pokemon that were done from Gold and Silver. I feel like this is one of the most definitive, like if anything was a definitive version, I would say Crystal is like the most. And I don't know why, but fun fact, Crystal's the worst selling Pokemon game.
Is it really?
Yeah. At least before the Virtual Console.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The worst selling Pokemon game in the franchise.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Ruby and Sapphire. Now, technically, I haven't played it before, but, I mean, I played Emerald and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so I have a pretty good feeling on how this game is. I'm gonna put it B tier before Gen 1. Emerald has to go in S tier. It just has to. The Battle Frontier, Rayquaza, the cutscene with Groudon and Kyogre in Teutopolis City is just a really cool game. I wish the RNG was not as broken as it is in Emerald, because then it would be like for sure the most definitive Gen 3 game.
Yeah.
But it has Mew, it has Deoxys, it has Ho-Oh and Lugia as events. It's just an amazing game. It's one of the first games to really bring back Johto Pokemon. So technically this is I feel like this is the only one technically out of order, and I feel like this is gonna be a hot take, but Leaf Green and Fire Red are an F tier.
Yeah, that is the hot take. I don't co-sign that. I would not say I agree whatsoever, but you have your reasons.
The trade restrictions between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald and Fire Red and Leaf Green make these remakes the only ones that I feel like are worse than the originals. Because, like, it ruins all the trade evolution Pokemon. With Pokemon that evolve through friendship, not only can they not evolve during the main game, they will try and actively fail to evolve every single level you gain. And just for that, it's like, it ruins the experience of the original games.
Yeah, I will say that sucks a lot. Like, that's really stupid.
Yeah.
But
Like, it's the only ones that I feel like make the Pokemon in it worse. Diamond and Pearl. I am going to put it... I don't know. B or A? I'm going to put it in lower A for now. As much as I love Sinnoh, and as much, especially Diamond, I played throughout my childhood, I will say Platinum is a better version.
yeah, like, I don't know, this might be a hot take, but like, if somebody was getting like into Pokemon for the first time and like they were like, what Sinnoh game should I buy? Like if this were before BDSP came out or whatever, if they're talking about like DS games, old school Pokemon games, and they're like, which Sinnoh game should I get? Like, I would 100% say like, there's no point in getting Diamond and Pearl when you can get Platinum. Like,
I will say though, this is the only game with a third that I will constantly go back to.
what do you mean?
Like, I don't go back to... I only played Gold and Silver once. I haven't beaten, like, Ruby or Sapphire. Like, Diamond and Pearl are the ones I constantly go back to as far as, like, the first iteration of the games. And that's mostly for, like, childhood nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
Platinum...
Oh my god.
is a little hard to put. I know what tier, but is it better than Emerald?
See, I can't really speak on this because I haven't completed Emerald ever. Like, I've gotten pretty far, but I've never actually, like, beaten the game because I didn't have it as a kid. But I know if it were me, I would definitely put Platinum, like, very high.
I will put it... I might rearrange them, but I will put Platinum at the lower S tier for now.
Yeah.
Again, fantastic third iterations of the games. I love the new forms they added with Rotom and Shaman and Giratina. Platinum is the definitive Gen 4 experience.
Yeah.
Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Oh my god. I know we're gonna have differing opinions on this game. You go first.
I don't know. I really don't know. Do I put it lower S tier? It's either like the highest A tier or S tier. I'm gonna put it in lower S tier,
Yeah.
but definitely not above Platinum. And I will go through this because I had like a whole thing about the remakes written. But out of all the remakes, this is the best game, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say definitely Heart Gold and Soul Silver were the best remakes by far, for sure. Like, they added like it was just such an upgrade from Gen 2. Like,
it feels like Game Freak finally made the game that Gen 2 was supposed to be.
Yeah, I just love how it got like upgraded to be modern and stuff, and like all the cool stuff they did with it, like the Pokewalker,
Mm-hmm.
every following Pokemon. Like, Heart Gold and Soul Silver was, like, revolutionary at the time, and I still feel like it is.
Yeah.
Like,
And just, like, the sprite work is phenomenal,
Mhm.
and the color palette is beautiful.
yeah, like, they could have, like, fixed some of the level issues
Yeah.
with Johto, but other than that, like, it's, like, one of the, like, a perfect Pokemon game.
Black and white.
Oh my god. Don't even get me started.
I'm sorry, Danny.
Oh my
A
god.
tier.
I'm shook.
It's not that Black and White weren't phenomenal games with a phenomenal story. It's just the one thing that's keeping it from S tier, I know is your favorite part, is the lack of returning Pokemon.
I thought that was so fun. Like, back in the day, I remember so many people being, like, upset and stuff, like, but I was just like, I love this. I love that Unova Pokemon are, like, it's, like, exclusively Unova Pokemon. And the story was amazing. The sprites, I know a lot of people always say this, like, when they first introduced moving sprites, like, they thought it was, like, horrible or whatever. I remember getting it on day one of the game coming out and being like, so, like, as a 10-year-old, because I'm pretty sure that's how old I was when it came out, I was like, they're moving, this is so cool, oh my god. Like, I loved it so much, and I still do. And I think Black and White is definitely S tier for me.
I just don't like how linear the games are.
Yeah, I get that. A lot of people say that, and I'd agree. Like, I wish we had more, like, choice.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, the main downside to Black and White for me, but...
And there's no, the post game is, like, the other half of the region. It feels weird. It feels like you don't, like, get to explore the entire region like other games do.
I also felt like, as a kid, like, once I beat the game and got over to the other side of the region, I just felt like there wasn't enough returning Pokemon. Like, that was my favorite thing about it was, like, compared to Sword and Shield, which just say, like, oh, these Pokemon won't be returning or whatever, like, they're just not in this game. The thing that, for me, I like about Black and White is, like, they're not a part of the main game, but once you beat the game and you're in post game, like, and you unlock the transfer feature, I mean, technically you could do it before then, but, like, say Black and White, was the first Pokemon game you had, like, you're playing through it for the first time, like, once you get to that point, you can have any Pokemon up to that point.
Yeah.
And especially even if you, like, it doesn't pull the Fire Red and Leaf Green and lock off old Pokemon. Like, if you did have a completed Black and White and you played through Black and White again, you could trade yourself those Pokemon and play with them.
Yeah. Black and White 2 is my S tier Gen 5 game. I think, like, Joint Avenue, the Pokemon World Tournament, just PokeStar Studios, and just, like, that whole area, like, having a brand new area of a region to explore was a brilliant choice. And then, like, getting to see, like, old characters like Bianca and Sharon, like, grow up, it was amazing, I think.
Agreed. I mean, to me, though, like, I can't pick Black and White or Black or White 2. Like, to me, the difference between Black and White 2 compared to other, like, quote-unquote, like, not remakes, but...
Third.
Yeah, like a third game. Like, what I loved so much about Gen 5 is that they're not just the same game. Like, they are two completely different games. They are... like, in chronological order, like, they don't happen at the same time. Like, that's my favorite part. It gives reason to go back to black and white.
Yeah.
Whereas if it was the same story with just like little differences, I'd be like any other Pokemon game, I'd be like, well, what's the point of the original? Like, if there's a more definitive version, what's the point?
Yeah.
But still, in modern day, like, I consider them like very separate Pokemon games, and I like both of them for very different like reasons. Like, I think Black and White has better, like, obviously that's the game you'd go for if, you know, you like having old Pokemon is a big deal to you, and I think that's great that they included that in the second Black and White, because like for all the people who didn't like that it was only Unova Pokemon, if you want to play in Unova, it's like the same, not the same game, but like you can play a version of Unova with different Pokemon.
Yeah.
And the what's the word? Like the battle scene, like they added like some more to like the grass and stuff and the outside, and then like the Pokemon. I don't know, it looks so good. I love both of them.
And one thing I forgot to mention is like it's the only Pokemon game with difficulty modes too.
Yeah.
So a lot of cool things that were implemented in Black and White too that were like you don't really see again. And Shiny Charm got its start in Black and White too.
Yeah.
X and Y. I don't know. These are very... I went to France around this time. So these are very nostalgic to me. But I'm gonna put it at lower A.
I would agree with that. Like, when X and Y came out, like I didn't really think they were anything special, and like through like the whole 3DS era, I didn't think they were anything special. But a couple years ago, I went back and replayed them, and I found like a whole new appreciation for X and Y. Like,
there's something to it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, something that I didn't see the first time playing the game, but like replaying it now that I'm older and stuff, like I think they're great games. Even though at the time I was like, I miss the DS versions or whatever.
Yeah. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This might be another hot take. I'm gonna put it C tier.
Dang.
The reason why is that I feel like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire had to pull double duty as both a Ruby and Sapphire remake and an X and Y sequel, and because they had to do both, they do both worse, if that makes sense. Like things like Mauville City, you basically turn it a city or a town. It's not really like, it's the least like city looking city in Pokemon, but you turned a town into a shopping mall, and it's just bizarre that they did that. Like, that was probably the worst remade thing they ever done. And with X and Y, it like, in X and Y, they say that Lucario was the first Pokemon to ever Mega Evolve, and then now it's Rayquaza, the next game after, is the only remake after Gen 6 to not feature customization. In the same generation, customization was released. Like, I thought that was a poor decision to not include customization. Even if the customization only applied to like the older designs, like the Ruby Sapphire and the Emerald designs of Brennan and May.
Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about them. Like, I think what a lot of people like about Gen 3 is that it's nostalgic. And I don't know, it's not super nostalgic, at least not to me anyway.
Yeah. And then like the Hoopa rings that allow you to fight the legendaries, but don't have like a in-game or in-story thing. They're not really talked about, and I don't know. It felt weird to have those in.
One thing that I did like about Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I loved being able to ride on Latios and Latios.
Yeah, that's the highlight of the game, is definitely the soar feature, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it was so much. I mean, like, I'd still use Fly, like, if I needed to get somewhere quick or whatever, but, like, you know, if I'm just playing the game and relaxing or whatever, like, I would definitely use the Latios ride thing. Like, it's just so fun to, like, be above the whole region.
Yeah.
So cool.
Sun and Moon.
Yikes.
I don't know.
For me, big yikes.
I might have to put in B tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alola is not my favorite region. I feel like there's not enough to differentiate the islands except for Pony Island. So you have one island that looks different and then 3 islands that look the same.
Yeah, agreed. Like, I feel like you could give me a town from Gen 7 and be like, which island is this on?
Yeah.
And unless it's like Melee, like, I feel like I would know that. But, like, if between Akala and Ula Ula, I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just... I did like the story, but it felt very... I don't know. Like, samey.
To
like,
me,
throughout
this
the
is...
game.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
To me, this is where they really started introducing hand-holding.
Yeah.
And I am not for it. Like, I get that I'm older now and stuff, but... You know, as a kid, like, we didn't get... Like, nobody held our hands for, like, Diamond and Pearl and Black and White and stuff like that. We just figured it out. So for the argument of, like, oh, little kids will not know what to do, it's like, that's not true.
Yeah. And, I don't know, like, even during my first playthrough, the hand-holding was a little annoying.
Yeah.
Not to mention the second, third, fourth, fifth playthrough if you're including the Ultra games. Which, speaking of which, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Not that much higher.
They're just impossible to replay, like...
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah, the hand-holding's a little bit annoying during your first playthrough, but, like, I was fine with it then. But it didn't really become apparent to me until it was time to replay the game. Like, I just felt like they will not leave you alone. It's like, I've already played this game. Almost nothing changes. At least to me. I feel like people would think that's a hot take. And to be fair, I also haven't completed it. So I know that, like, the ending of the story changes, but, like, I feel like for a big part of it, it feels very similar, like, if not almost identical. Like, I don't know.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are kind of nostalgic to me, which is weird to think because they're like such new games.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was my first shiny hunt, was Raikou in Ultra Sun. So
Yeah.
it's kind of nostalgic for that. I love the Ultra Wormhole like mini game to get the legendaries and stuff. I think that's really fun. And Mantine Surf was a really cool game. I wish they expanded upon that. Like, it was really fun to surf between islands, just like the soar mechanic in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. And the Ultra... I don't know. You brought up Ultra Wormholes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Like, definitely a necessary addition to differentiate it from the originals. Like,
Yeah. Let's go. Pikachu and Eevee. I'm gonna put it low A.
Yeah, I would probably agree.
Yeah, it's first game with overworld encounters as like the main feature. And obviously overworld encounters technically started in Gen 1, but for very few select Pokemon, and they're static. I don't know. Again, it's like weirdly nostalgic, like shiny hunting and like having shiny overworld Pokemon and like the animations for the following you. I don't know.
I love Let's Go. To me, this, I know it's gonna be another hot take. I'm full of them, but I didn't really grow up with Leaf Green and Fire Red.
Mm-hmm.
I only started playing those like. I mean, I had it like when I was probably like in middle school or whatever, but they're not super nostalgic to me because I never really got too far in the game. But if it weren't for like, if it just had the normal Pokemon mechanics, I would say that Let's Go would be the definitive Kanto playthrough. Like, if it weren't just for, you know, it not being a normal Pokemon game, like, I still love it. It's still very, like, nostalgic to me. I love it so much. But it just, if it had normal Pokemon mechanics, I feel like it would be a fan favorite.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely my favorite Kanto experience by far. And
it's so colorful.
yeah, is the best looking Pokemon Switch game.
It's the best looking Pokemon game we've gotten since Gen 5, in my opinion. Like, I don't know why they went back to the unsaturated stuff like in Gen 8 and Gen 8 and Sword and Shield. But like, they had the saturation in that game was on point, and I don't know why they stopped.
Yeah. It was just, it felt like the most like anime game we had. Like, as far as looks go.
Yeah.
And the one thing that kind of holds it back is you're not playing as Red, so it messes up with the story a lot and just makes it feel like, I don't know, like it felt like having a new character was very tacked on and weird.
Yeah, I do think it would have been better if they had just done the original story one for one, but
Yeah.
I get that they are also introducing a new mechanic, like a big new mechanic, so maybe they wanted it to take place in like an alternate universe or whatever, I don't know.
Or like the Mega timeline that started in X and Y and Omega Ruby. Sword and Shield. Probably the most controversial Pokemon games ever.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put this.
I do.
Let me know. Let me know when I get there.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I was bluffing. I guess I don't actually know. But
I'm gonna put them in low C tier.
yeah, I think that's where I would put them too.
Let's just say this. I've beaten Legends Arceus. I've beaten BDSP. I've beaten almost every single game on this list. Except for Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
It is just, I don't know. It's very disappointing. I see where Game Freak was heading, and it feels like how Gen 5 felt like back in the day, where you didn't really know where Pokemon was heading, so it kind of felt stale. And I don't know if, unlike Gen 5, it will feel like better after we know where the series goes.
You mean Gen 6? Or no, like
Yeah.
No. I was thinking more like Gen 5 or Gen 6, sorry, like I did not like it when it came out. I did not like it playing through it an additional 3 times to be able to get each of the new Reggies and then be able to hunt both of them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Probably my least favorites, honestly. Like, I will say some of the areas of the region look amazing. Like, Glimwood Tangle is, oh my god, like, that's one of the prettiest places I can think of in the whole Pokemon universe. Like, Glimwood Tangle is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
Some of the caves too, or like what are they? Is it a
Mines.
cave? The mines, yeah. The colorful, like the one with the colorful rocks and stuff. That one was really cool. And part of the like deserty region, like with the like where you find phalanx and stuff. I like that part, but I don't know. The rest of it just kind of fell flat to me.
Yeah.
But Glimwood Tangle, I will never get over that. That place is amazing. I would take a whole region that looked like that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Although you're very cottage-core-y.
I guess.
BDSP. This is gonna be a hot take. Probably the most controversial games since Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
And I am going to put it... I don't know. I'm gonna think about it, putting it right here. I feel like BDSP is the best remake we've had. Heart Gold and Soul Silver is definitely the better game, but BDSP is probably the best remake. It feels like Diamond and Pearl on the Switch.
Yeah, I guess. I would definitely... I would take... Here's my order, alright? I would put BDSP above Diamond and Pearl.
Yes.
But I would put Platinum above BDSP.
Yes.
Just because of the changes that, like, I really wish were in BDSP that they made in Platinum that I wish carried over. Like, I think I would have... I mean, I enjoyed them a lot. Like, and I probably will replay them again. But, like, I'd sooner replay BDSP than replay Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
But I would rather replay Platinum than BDSP.
Yeah. I think people are upset that it's not a Platinum remake. And that if it was a Platinum remake, it'd be the definitive Sinnoh experience. I feel like it doesn't have to be. I think BDSP being the definitive Diamond and Pearl experience is okay. That's fine. Plus it also reintroduced mythical events in the story and actually included the Arceus event, which, even though it doesn't feel like it, was never officially released.
Yeah.
So that was insane too. It's insane that we could finally do it and have a repeatable method in which to do it.
And no shiny locks.
No shiny locks.
Like, that is the best thing. Like, that's one of the best features of BDSP ever since, like, Gen 7. Well, no, even, like, shiny locks started in Gen 5. Like, but I'm thinking Gen 7 in terms of, like, starters and stuff. Like, locking things that aren't just, like, the box legends. Like, I'm okay with locking the box legends, but after that, then I get, like, why. And, like, I mean, I still don't know why you would lock the box legends, but, like, it didn't bother me as much as the starters. Like, I was just so happy to be able to hunt a starter, even though the hunt for me was super long.
Yeah. And I like how everything that couldn't be used in the original game has a new purpose. Like, the GTS was translated into the GWS for Wonder Trade. The Pal Park got turned into Ramnas Park for the legendaries. The game corner, which we can't have game corners anymore, turned into the customization shop. Like, I thought it was really cool that they took the areas that they couldn't use anymore and gave them a new purpose for being there. And having things like customization and following Pokemon, and there's one thing I'm forgetting about. Multiple following Pokemon in Amity Square is really cool too. And HMs, like, not being a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Was really cool.
I really like not having HMs be required. Like, it fills me with so much, like I get so nervous putting HMs on Pokemon because it's like, well, I won't be able to take them off until the move deleter and stuff like that. So, like, to have the Pokechap, I loved that. To not have to, like, ruin one of my Pokemon.
Yeah.
And take up a whole slot of their moveset.
And last but not least, Legends. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put it too high because I feel like it might be because these games are so fresh. But also they're really good.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
I think I'm gonna put them right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain.
I think Legends Arceus is such an amazing game and such a brand new change for the franchise. But I feel like almost all the Pokemon they introduced are, like, ugly.
Yeah.
They're all ugly.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a single cute one. Like, none at all. And it's like, I don't know. I love the games, but all the Pokemon introduced are just ugly to me.
To me, one of the most annoying things about Legends was the thing where you'd throw a Pokeball at the Pokemon, you could be standing super close to it, but it'll just bounce off its head for no reason.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's annoying.
oh my god, that was so infuriating. I'm like, I'm right here, like, I'm throwing it right at the Pokemon, like, I'm not even far away, like, I don't know, that was really annoying. But the thing for me is, like, I don't think I wouldn't put it above Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White 2. Like, I would, like, yeah, I think it's definitely one of the best Pokemon games we've gotten in a while in terms of, like modern Pokemon. But I definitely wouldn't put them above, like, the classics.
I was gonna put it at number 1 and settled for 3.
Really?
Yeah. It's just such a brand new, like, type of game. And, like, the switch between, like, badges and stuff and actually needing to catch Pokemon in order to continue on with the story was just a brilliant idea. And I feel like that switch made all the difference in the world. I have not completed a Pokedex in, I think, any of these games except for Legends, because, like, I feel like you're kind of tricked into catching more Pokemon than you should. Like, I'm used to just catching my team members and that's it. So for me to want to go out and catch as many Pokemon as possible is really fun.
Yeah, I do think that was really fun. I've always been a catcher. Like, every time I've played through a Pokemon game since, like, probably since I was like in middle school. I've always caught every single Pokemon along the way, just because I'm a like collector, I guess. Like I like collecting things, but I enjoyed other people enjoying collecting or like catching, because usually people, especially like in the shiny hunting community, like that's not really a thing. Like nobody really likes filling out the Pokedex, and it's kind of, there's low-key like somewhat of a stigma towards completing the Pokedex, because it's like, oh, you completed the Pokedex, so you're using shiny charm, when it's like, first of all, that shouldn't matter. But like, I don't know, lots of people just like don't complete the Pokedex because they don't want people to know that, or they don't want people to think they have the shiny charm or whatever. Which I think is a whole other thing in itself. A whole other video.
Yeah, that's a whole separate video.
No, I liked the catching. I think that was really fun.
Yeah, seriously, it made catching fun. And I think the crafting mechanic is a huge part of that, where it's like, I don't feel like I'm wasting money as much.
Yeah, especially like in games without like a Versus Seeker or whatever, where it sometimes feels like, oh no, I'm wasting money, and it's hard to get it back because you're not like fighting trainers and stuff.
And it was like one of your first like real open world experiences. Even though it's not completely open world, it's open world enough. Yeah,
like it's open world within a set area.
Yeah.
I don't think I would consider it open world, but like I get why some people call it that.
Some of those areas are huge.
Yeah, they're pretty big, but I mean, you do technically like go into different zones or whatever. Like you can traverse the whole region all in one thing. Like Breath of the Wild. That's my only like actual open world experience, is Breath of the Wild.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any rearranging I'd want to do. I think that's it.
How long have we been recording? I feel like it's been a while.
43 minutes.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be a long one.
I do think if you're actually watching the end of this right now, are you gonna edit it down?
Edit it slightly, yeah.
Because I'm like, if anybody's actually watching at this point, at the 43-minute mark, like, congrats. I don't know what else to say. Love that. Thank you.
I don't know how I feel about the S tier, because a lot of my first set of Pokemon games are in S tier, but I also feel like they deserve it.
I mean, we didn't say nostalgia was off the table.
Yeah,
like, this is a personal ranking.
Yeah.
Like, do I think Black and White are canonically the quote-unquote best Pokemon games? No, but they're one of my favorites, so I would put them highest tier.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope we didn't have too many hot takes.
I'm sure we did.
I know a lot of people are gonna give me crap about Leaf Green Firehead being down there. Yeah, let me know what your order is. That'll be fun to see.
Yeah. I will be fighting people in the comments. I will be starting wars in the chat below. So.
Do you think I criticized some of the lower ones too harshly? Or not? Or do you think that they're right where they're supposed to be?
I think it's pretty accurate. I can't speak to Gold and Crystal because I didn't play those.
Yeah.
Or Gold and Silver, but the other ones, yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. More shiny videos are coming soon. And I'll see you guys next time. Alright, bye.
Bye.